Cool, so we can shit on them, but shorty generous. She wanna pack her little friends inside the 4-door. Looking at the ass, cause you the shit, but shorty in her own class on her. She know how I'm coming by her. In the height of slavery, I probably slapped the shit out of one of them little white boys. They ever tried to play with her. Probably lose my life, but shit, I proudly take their love. Simply cause I live for you. I love you like one of my kind, let it cake. You know I care for you. Think I'm funny, anything to put a smile on you, shorty. Shorty such a queen, she got me singing Elvis like the king. I can't help falling in love with something like that. What's going on, y'all? It's your main man 5, and I'm back with another video for you. Another solo video. So, as y'all know, I put out a poll a while ago. After I initially did the Marshall Mathers LP, I put on a poll to ask you guys what was the next classic rap album that I missed that y'all would want me to check out. The Eminem Show ended up winning. As y'all know, I put out an album reaction to that. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go check that out. I appreciate everybody for showing so much love to it. It's nothing like being able to break down and just talk about the art form that I love more than anything. Sitting, listening to good music and just being able to digest it and break it down with y'all. That's one of my favorite things to do in the world. So I appreciate the love. But number 2 on that poll after the Eminem Show was Tupac. With a lot of these older rappers, I know a lot of music from them. I've never heard an entire project. So I think it has served me well to be able to go back in time and check out what made these guys legends. I think that's the proper respect that they've earned. So Me Against the World was the second highest rated album on that poll. So I'm going to be checking that out. As you know, always, if you scan this QR code right here, shout out to our patrons. It's going to be up on there early, full, uncut. It might be on there at the same time y'all seeing this video. Who knows? But I'm going to be putting that album reaction out. So make sure y'all scan that QR code. And blow this video up if y'all want to see that come over to YouTube. As y'all know, it takes effort to be able to edit it down and put it up here for y'all. So if it's something you like to see, make sure you show love to this shit. Let me get at least 150 likes, so I know that's something y'all like to see. But y'all read the title and y'all know what we watching today. I'm watching one of the biggest singles off of this album. It's called So Many Tears. I've never heard this song, and the title doesn't even spark any memories in my head. So I'm excited to check this music video out. Like I said, we see what we thinking, and let me know if there's something y'all like to see. All right, let's get into it.
Shall not fear no man but God, though I walk through the valley of death. And shed so many tears. I should die before I wake. Please, God, walk with me and take me to heaven. Back in elementary, I thrived on misery. Left me alone, I grew up amongst a dying breed. Inside my mind, couldn't find a place to rest until I got that Doug like tatted on my chest. Tell me, can you feel me? I'm not living in the past, you wanna last. Be the first to blast. Remember Cato, no longer with the seat deceits. Call on the sirens, seen them murdered in the streets. Now rest in peace. Is there heaven for a G? Remember me, so many homies in the cemetery shed so many tears. I suffered through the years and shed so many tears.
What I've always loved about Tupac is the way that he can paint such a vivid picture. And there's so many artists we know and love today, some of them more obvious than others, that are just, I won't go as far as to say reincarnations, but just they're students of what Tupac put forth with the movement that he had, even with dying at 25 years old, the level of impact and legacy that he was able to leave on people, the imprint that he was able to leave with people before he was gone that's historic. And I felt like I owed him a level of respect to be able to go back and check out what made him who he was, get to know him a little bit better through his music. And what I always like is the fact that he's able to paint a picture of circumstance, paint a picture of the culture, where we come from, his experience in it, and how it affected who he became as a man. Because even from just watching, I know he went through so much shit. And even with this, that's a perspective that you gain through life experiences. When you grow up in the hood and you go through things like losing friends, losing family, whether that be the gun violence, natural causes, or whatever the circumstances may be, it makes you walk around with that chip on your shoulder and knowing the fact that I don't want to go out like that. Although I'm dealing with so much pain from the loss of people that I love, it's important for me to continue on and represent in the best way I know how. Be a representation of who we are, who we were to each other, be a representation of the culture and push that narrative forward, because it's not enough people that are bold enough to take a stand. There's a lot of people that want to talk when it's in the privacy, but to get out and advocate for our people in front of the world, you putting everything on the line, and not everybody wants to do that. Even just setting fire to the chalk lines that the bodies that laid there left, they're crazy. Him talking about just having that emotional connection to the people he lost, and understanding that if I don't want to end up in that circumstance, I got to be ready to defend what I have at all costs. I got to be willing to fight for my life. I got to be willing to push forward even though I'm hurting. That shit is hard, man.
Yeah, homies in the cemetery shed so many tears. I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. Lord, I lost so many peers and shed so many tears. Now that I'm struggling in this business by any means, label me greedy, getting green, but seldom seen. And the world cause I'm cursed, I'm having visions of leaving here in the hearse. God, can you feel me? Take me away from all the pressure and all the pain. Show me some happiness again. I'm going blind, I spend my time in the cell, ain't living well. I know my destiny is hell, but did I fail? My life is in denial, and when I die, baptized in eternal fire, shed so many tears. Lord, I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. Lord, I lost so many peers and shed so many tears. Now I'm lost and I'm weary, so many tears. I'm suicidal, so don't stand in me. My every move is a calculated step to bring me closer to embracing early death. Now there's nothing left. There was no mercy on the streets, I couldn't rest. I'm barely standing, about to go to pieces, screaming peace. And though my soul was deleted, I couldn't see it. I had my mind full of demons trying to break free. They planted seeds and they hatched, sparking the flame inside my brain like a match. Such a dirty game, no memories, just the misery, painting a picture of my enemies killing me in my sleep. Will I survive till the morning to see the sun? Please Lord forgive me for my sins, cause here I come. Lord, I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. God, I lost so many peers, and Lord knows I tried. Been a witness to homicides and drive-bys, taking lives, little kids die. Wonder why as I walk by, broken hearted as I glance at the chalk line, getting high. This ain't the life for me, I wanna change, but ain't no future right for me, I'm stuck in the game. I'm trapped inside a maze, see this Tangeray influence me to getting crazy, disillusioned lately. I've been really wanting babies, so I can see a part of me that wasn't always shady. Don't trust my lady, cause she's a product of this poison. I'm hearing noises, think she's shitting on my boys, can't take no more.
There's no fucking way he going off like this on this song. And like I said, I know a bunch of Tupac's music, but I never cease to be amazed. I'm gonna talk about it all at the end. I got a lot to say. Y'all know me.
As I walk by, broken hearted as I glance at the chalk line, getting high. This ain't the life for me, I wanna change, but ain't no future right for me, I'm stuck in the game. I'm trapped inside a maze, see this Tangeray influence me to getting crazy, disillusioned lately. I've been really wanting babies, so I can see a part of me that wasn't always shady. Don't trust my lady, cause she's a product of this poison. I'm hearing noises, think she's shitting on my boys, can't take no more. I'm falling to the floor, begging for the Lord to let me into heaven's door. Shed so many tears. Lord, I lost so many years and shed so many tears. I lost so many peers and shed so many tears. Lord, I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. God, I lost so many peers and shed so many tears.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ball listening to this album. I already know how this reaction is gonna go. My perspective of all of this, first of all, the visuals are very emotionally evocative. I love that you had artists like Tupac way back in the early going into the mid 90s that were able to be so resourceful in a world that lacked those things. Like nowadays we live in a time where because of AI, green screen, etc., music videos can be so outlandish they can have the same quality of what movies look like. But to be able to move people strictly off of visuals and be able to put them in a place where they can find themselves not in just the music but into the environment and picture that you painted with your art, that's a beautiful thing because there wasn't all of the theatrics. It was all just raw imagery and explanation through the way you choose to portray your message. And I think that makes it all the more impressive. But to kind of get to the song, it's a song that's strictly about what survivors guilt feels like at its core. Everybody knows survivor's guilt is a motherfucker. Anybody who's lost somebody that was close to them, whether that be to violent experiences or just somebody just passing away that you're never really prepared for them to go. But if they pass away in an untimely fashion, it's just something that sticks out. Like, I just got my hair cut and I was having a conversation with my homie. First of all, rest in peace to his father. I'm not going to spread his message because that's personal business, but just watching him and being in his presence and feeling how heavy his emotions are. I'm an empath, so just being in his presence while he cut my hair, I can feel the heaviness that came with losing his parent. And especially with the circumstances, it's fucked up to see. And it's one of those things where it's like, we were never promised the easy journey. I've said that a lot over the course of the year that we've had our channel, but God puts you through the fire because he wants you to come out on the other side like gold. There's not one story in the Bible where it doesn't say that life is going to be hard. You're going to be met with a lot of trials and tribulations, things that may feel like you can't survive, but always remember that through his strength you can. It's crazy because just listening to this song, this is the experience that not just black men, but people in general deal with when you carry the weight of your own emotional turmoil, carried by the pain of loss and grief and not getting the proper counseling to be able to learn how to manage what you're feeling or identify properly what it is you're feeling. You carry it and you walk around so heavy. You start to just feel like, inherently all of the evil that you see around the world is seeping into you. And in a way it is, if you don't choose to be better than the world around you, the circumstances will consume you. And just having that level of guilt of knowing that, why am I left here and good people had to go when I know the issues that I faced in the lonely, because everybody else has those same issues. We all have things that we deal with in private that we judge ourselves constantly for. But when you're dealing with grief on top of talking so bad to yourself internally, it makes it hard to live. All you can think about is, I'm not a good person. When I die, I'm on my way to hell. There's nothing I can do to change that. You start to just fall to your knees and pray to God for mercy. Although he knows our hearts, sometimes it's not easy to just accept the fact that God doesn't judge you for the same things man does. It's not an easy journey to deal with. And I was just having that conversation at the barbershop. I was saying, if knowing was enough to make life an easier experience, life wouldn't be so complicated. I feel like everybody knows what you need to do. Everybody knows the changes you have to put yourself through, but finding the encouragement within to actually make those changes and be a better man, make better decisions, make those moves without fear in your heart is not that simple. Everybody knows that. But this is beautiful, man. Just watching him paint the picture of what it's like to grow up in the hood. You lose people in circumstances that are just heartbreaking. Not even just how you feel, but watching their family cry, watching their kids cry, being at a funeral and watching how emotional the experience is. It's a lot. This is a powerful song, and that's exactly what I expected. But make sure you comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on the video and song were. What did you take away from it? And what point in your life does this song take you back to? Even if you aren't like a millennial and old enough to remember when this came out in the 90s, I want to know what point in your life does this take you back to, and what kind of feelings does it rile up? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you always get notified when we drop bangers like this one. And once again, I'm going to put our QR code to our Patreon right here. I will be doing Me Against the World, the full album, and it'll be up there early and uncut, so make sure you scan this. Once again, shout out to our patrons. We appreciate y'all for showing love and helping support us so we can continue to make more quality content. And I look forward to expanding that family with more of you guys. Again, I just dropped the Eminem Show album reaction, so make sure y'all go check that out. I got the Marshall Mathers LP and the Slim Shady LP up on this Patreon that will not be coming to YouTube. So make sure you scan this if you want to see those album reactions as well. And yeah, once again, give me 150 likes on this video if y'all want to listen to the album together, hear my thoughts and breakdowns on some of the topics that Tupac explores. He was just like a real complex person, and I think that's what makes me appreciate his art even more. I saw an interview Marlon was talking about recently where, like, firsthand knowing Tupac, everything that was portrayed, he was all of those things. And just that statement alone is so complex because humans are complex. You are never just one thing or the other. Nobody's all good. Nobody's all bad. There's bad decisions and good decisions, but there's pieces inside everybody that make an amalgamation of a bunch of different things, a bunch of different emotions, a bunch of different points in your life that led you to being the type of person that you are. Everybody's multifaceted. Everybody has a couple different personalities, whether you want to admit that or not. And your experiences, whether you want to admit that or not, shape who you become. But you ultimately have to decide the person you want to end up being. So I'll leave it on that note. Much love to Tupac. Rest in peace. Respect. I go by the name of 5. Until next time.
How does this go? You wanna know. You've never been here before. Go with the flow. We'll take it slow. No need to rush. They don't gotta know. That's between us.